Situasi banjir di Pantai Timur, terutama di Kelantan dan Terengganu, bertambah buruk apabila jumlah mangsa dipindahkan ke pusat pemindahan sementara.
Flash floods are expected to hit Johor, Pahang, Perak, Sabah, Selangor and Terengganu within 24 hours if there is heavy rain or...
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
I'm glad to welcome all team members to the meeting of the cooling off period. Thank you for being present in this meeting. I think those who are present here today received the agenda of today's meeting. Are there any apologies for absence for today's meeting?
Everyone except for Miss Gwen. Her son is still at the hospital. She apologized for not being here today, but she already gave me the details of her work progress before she left.
All right. Shall we call the meeting to order? Good morning and thank you to everyone that are here today. We are going to discuss about the issue that students of our university were affected within the flooding area. Menaga, can you please explain and share with me in more detail the issue that we were supposed to discuss?
Sure, I'm Menagavati Krishnamurthy, and my position is as Padu University Secretary for today's meeting. First, several of our students and their families have been impacted by the recent floods, which I would like to bring to your attention. As a university, we have made some significant moves to offer comfort and support during this hardest time. Everyone here must have heard the announcement about online mode class. And from this announcement, that our University Padu students will be following class via online mode for 2 weeks. This cooling off period is helpful for students, those who can't join their classes due to the flood mode. Students can set their own pace, which can provide them with a better chance to adequately absorbing and retaining the information in online learning mode.
All right, Menaga. Anything, Vinusha?
So my opinion, it's impossible, Miss Menaga. I'm from Exo Public Relation Department. We have to understand the student movement expressed disappointment from flash flood at hit Malaysia, especially Terengganu, Kelantan and Pahang, have caused many problems to the people in University Padu. Because this cooling off period is important for those affected as they face problems in including disruption of electricity, supply, needing time to clean their houses, need materials, and damaged electronics devices. They cannot carry out any teaching and learning activities after the incident of these circumstances. We have to give students the time to view of this situation before getting the worst flooding. Thank you.
Yeah, I already heard the news. We should plan to take an action to overcome this problem.
I completely agree with Ms. Minosha's opinion. We are in serious situation now, so we need to take decide when we're going to implement this cooling off period. And it's already late. We should be take an action plan as soon as possible. But I have an opinion as an exco of academic and intellectual, which we can implement the cooling off period on 8 March 2023 until the situation recovers, because most of the students who affected by the flood couldn't join their daily classes and also assignments, quizzes and etc. due to the flood. So let us officially announce the date of cooling period on 7th March 2023 through memo. This because student and lecturer can easily get the information about the cooling off period.
Yes, Ivanishwari, I consider your opinion. So our cooling off period date will be fixed on 8th March until the situation recovers. There is any volunteer who are joined us to leading to help the flood victims?
Yes, I am. I'm Shalini Vignesha from Food and Expo Beverage. Here we have about 30 volunteers who are joined to lending us help to the flood victims around the student hostels by purchasing and providing drinking water, canned drinks. Some of them got donate home cooked food and non-perishable foods like breads, snacks, Maggies, powder milk, dry fruits, and many more. So we here to help that we provide to them will ease the burden of flood victims.
All right, Shalini. Anything, Treasurer?
Good day to all. I'm Navina, the Treasurer of Padu University. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here morning today. Now I'm going to open up the financial for our program we had for flood victims. I'm thankful to our staff, Padu University and Dune for their sponsorship of 20K and those who are kind-hearted and donated 5K for this. From the sum of sponsorship and donation, which are 25K, we use estimation of 5,000 for daily we buy meals for the victims. From 16,000, then the estimation of 10,000, we use to buy households such as medicines, diapers, sanitary pads, torchlight, and so on for the victims as a contribution to support the victims. That's all from me. Thank you.
I agree with you, Navina. I am Nabiha, representing EXCO Welfare. I would like to emphasize on students' welfare. As all of us aware, flood is a disaster and it affects from young to old, living and non-living. Being students, many are going through a big dilemma. A big thank you for universities for the kind consideration on cooling off period. Generally, students will lose their belongings, books, important documents, clothes, and money. This cooling off periods will help these students to get welfare support from government and non-governmental organizations. At the same time, they need appropriate duration of time to go through various procedures to reapply back for the lost documents. In conclusion, cooling off period helps students' welfare without affecting quality of lessons.
That's a good idea. Any medical requirements are we going to conduct?
Okay. Yes, Devon. Here I'm EXO healthcare provider and advisor. I'm Gayatri Lechmanan. So the flood victims always seek for the immediately medical attentions, treatment, and medicines as well. But what I look forward is that we're not a doctor to provide the medicines as well. So from my side, as a volunteer, there is a few volunteers who come along with me, like offering the kit medical supplies such as face masks, hand gloves, sanitizers to prevent themselves. For example, like due to the COVID-19 and some have like disease from this kind of pandemics as well. And our administration take a safety serious for the volunteers will come forward and help the flood victims, because there are a few family members who couldn't even like walk or move just because of their health conditions, and some of them having old people in the family members. So there are volunteers also by our side will help to go for the hospitality, for the more doctor consulting as well. So here as a volunteers, they was get ready for helping people who really needs help. At the same time, as our administration also will be take care of their safety and health also. So that's all from me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I have written that part down especially. I will refer it after the meeting. Okay. Anything else? Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, the meeting is over, and thank you for coming.